Good morning everyone, my name is Wessel and today we are continuing a trip through Belgium. Now we've left Bruges behind and from the train we could already see the first foothills of the Ardennes, which you can also see slightly over here. Anyway, today we are near the village of Brugelette and we are going to visit one of the largest zoos that I know of, which is Pairi Daiza, a little bit that way. So probably the highlight of today for me are the pandas. I've never seen them in real life, but they are amazing. They are absolutely my favorite animals. They are really cute. They are really stupid, according to the internet. And the fact that there are only two left in the wild is due to a few reasons. One is deforestation, but the other is bamboo, for example. Pandas are bare. They aren't meant to eat plant material, and especially not something with as little nutritional value as bamboo. So they only eat bamboo out of habit, if I am correctly, and it makes them really tired, often too tired to mate in those 1 or 2 or 3 days a year that they are actually fertile. Even in zoos where they actively try to let them mate, they relatively often can't let them because they are just too tired.
This is a nautilus shell. The nautilus is a living fossil that has been roaming the earth for hundreds of millions of years. The shell of a nautilus itself is some 10 to 25 centimeters in diameter, and on the side where the head sticks out of the shell, it has 60 to 90 retractable tentacles called cirri. Despite the fact that they look like they lack intelligence, they apparently have a relatively good memory. This is a stonefish. It looks like a stone for camouflage, and they live in the Indian and Pacific Ocean. Now, on its back are a few stingers, and these stingers contain a poison, and due to this poison, the stonefish is the most venomous fish in the world. In fact, its venom can be deadly for humans. A little bit further we also find a few axolotls. Axolotls are a species of critically endangered salamanders that lives in a few lakes near Mexico City. Now, its alien appearance is because they don't undergo metamorphosis when they become an adult. Also, something interesting about axolotls is that they have a very high regenerative capabilities.
Here's something pretty cool. You can walk between cultures over here. Now I've walked freely between monkeys, smaller birds, but cultures like those. That's actually pretty unique. I can't remember ever doing that before.
Over here we have raccoons, also known as trash pandas. They look really cute, I must say, but I've heard that they can bite pretty badly. Also, we have this one random skunk over there. Over here we have a shoebill. Now, humans used to think that the shoebill was a kind of stork, but later it appeared that the shoebill was in fact more related to pelicans and herons. They live in oxygen-poor waters like swamps in eastern Africa, and they often stand still for a very long time during the hunt. Whenever they see a fish, they strike very quickly. Additionally, hippos could send fish to the surface of the water, which the shoebill benefits from. And depending on the size of the prey, they can sometimes struggle with it for some 10 minutes after catching it. This is a pancake tortoise. Now, it's a critically endangered species of tortoise that lives on the rocks in eastern Africa. During the hottest months of the year, this turtle is often found between the rocks. This is a tarantula. There are more than 1,000 species of tarantulas, which most often can be found in the southern hemisphere. Despite all tarantulas being venomous, they are not deadly. The severity of a bite can vary per species, ranging from the feeling of being stung by a wasp to spasms that can last for several days. Later this day, we found a koala. The koala is an eastern Australian marsupial, which gets its name from the word gula, from the Daruk language, which means no water, and it is a nod to the fact that koalas often don't drink water. They can get their water from eucalyptus leaves, and they sleep about 20 hours a day. Despite their lifestyle having very little energy expenditure, they don't have a lot of fat reserve.
So that was Pairi Daiza. I absolutely loved the zoo, but for now it's time to head on to my bed and breakfast. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all next time.